MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Vulcans and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brett Sanders gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So stepping in, Brian Ryu. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Brian Ryu is retired to kick off the inning. Stepping in now, Abdul Gobak, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 18 driven in.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Another 0-2 home. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
The main job of a number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Brian Stokes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikes. Ethan Kinsler, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
Steve Rice is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And he fouls this one off.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Line towards center field. Daubach will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. At the plate, Eric Rowe. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. So we got him swinging. Eric Rowe becomes the first out of the inning. Cade Superbone is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. Runners off for second. Strike taken to throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Comes set and the 0-1. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Coming to the plate now, Frank Rizzuto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Superbone stands at second with 2 gone. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Struck him out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Rosenberg shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Kevin Root. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Into the box, Pat Sample. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming, here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Center fielder giving chase. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time. And this top of the third set to get underway. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Saul Rosenberg. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Saul Rosenberg goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Alex Morrison comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Brian Ryu will stand in for the second time now as he looks for the called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Runner at first here, one man out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Fouled off. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Still ranging back. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Fourth home run for him on the season as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Into the box, Brian Stokes. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home.
Leading up for the champion, the third baseman, number 20.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Judd is batting exactly .230. Not where he wants to be, I'm sure.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So an inning-opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
To the plate now, Ellis Means. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Morrison makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in to try it again, Steve Rice. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. In now, Bruce Sanders, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. At the plate, Eric Rowe. The first pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 13 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Cade Superbone, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's got that batting average up over 350 now. 14 homers and 43 RBIs.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Next will be the designated hitter, Curly G. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Frank Rizzuto is on deck, and he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Saul Rosenberg will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is on a hit and a man left. Now at the plate, Joel Sloan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-0.
One ball, 1 strike.
Got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Riding in once again, Jeffrey Bellamy. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a screwball is off the plate away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Rizzuto has it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Now at the plate, Rodney Myers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Alex Morrison. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Into the box now, Brian Ryu, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Ready to take his hacks again, Abdul Gobak, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery.
1 ball, 1
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit on the ground is short. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over.
Brian Stokes stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
That was a tempting pitch to swing.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Now that's the third baseman.
At the plate now, Eric Rowe, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. So now to the plate, Cade Superboom, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Ball 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Minnesota leads this one 4-0. Leading off the inning, Kevin Root, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1, here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 31.
Ready now, Pat Sample. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
In now, Judd, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The center fielder, number 30.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Ellis means it's around a bunt here, but he can't connect, and it's strike one. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. In the air now out to left field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Steve Rice. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and digging in is the veteran DH, Curly G. Out in front of it, strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Ready for another shot now, Saul Rosenberg. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, simple. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
The right fielder, Alex Morris.
Clay Williams enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. As a look, now the pitch. Runners on first with one down. And it's quickly 0-2. Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Bouncer up the middle, and that's through for this first base hit in this one.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, "No dice."
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Sloan is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Minnesota is out in front here, 5-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Bruce Sanders. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor when a guy's throwing that.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. He's set and the pitch. The 0-1 delivery.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, deal in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Play at second, and he'll get back in safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Kevin Root. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. In now, Brian Stokes.
Leading off for the Vultures, the first baseman, Brian Stokes.
First delivery to him on the way. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down and away, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started powering baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping in now, Eric Rowe, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Cade, Super Bowl. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
The 2-0 on the way. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Curly G.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Curly G. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Set and the 0-1 misses. That's ball 1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Well, they'll run this one in on him and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Pat Sample, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. he struck him out. So he's one shy of the magic 3,000 strikeouts as that number sits on 2,999.
Number 22.
At the plate, Judd. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Novak is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 34, Ellis Means.
Standing in, Ellis Means. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Frank Rizzuto.
Frank Rizzuto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Here's the 2-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that is off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Denny Ross will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury.
The bat, number 9, Saul.
Into the box, Saul Rosenberg, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On a line to shortstop. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Alex Morrison.
So coming to the plate, Alex Morrison. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch.
0-2 is the count.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Count is 1-2 now. As a look, now the pitch. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. David Ellis gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Into the box now, Brian Ryu reined in to second for 1, on to first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Denny Ross will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher.
Number 13, Denny Ross.
Into the box now, Steve Rice. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. A 1-0 delivery. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Fastball just missed above the zone.
We're at the count 2-2.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Looking to send him packing again. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ross gathers and throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in, Bruce Sanders. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
Ball
2-1. Popped him up. Ryu is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Selecting number 5, Joey Sloan.
Standing in, Joel Sloan. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. The 2-1 on its way. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
At the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
2 out with the man at first. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. He's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Abdul Gobak. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The center fielder, number 8.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
So now to the plate, Brian Stokes. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Rowe.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eric Rowe. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Ball 2. And that's in there, 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate is going to look a foot outside.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder, Cade.
Now batting, Cade Superbone, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Delivery to him on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
In there, 1-2 now.
1-2.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Struck him out, so a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Sammy Cox gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Rodney Myers. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Root. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Pat Sample, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, Dan, obviously a good game plan by the offensive team. Bunch of knocks, but they can't seem to get any runs going.
Boy, that's a pitcher deal. You're always trying to minimize the damage. Lots of traffic, but so far, very little to show for. You wonder how much longer he can keep this up.
Judd started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Two out with a man at first. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The 3-2 pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Vulcans have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Minnesota led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Ethan Kinsler earned his 9th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Brett Sanders struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First was a victorious visiting team. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the home team, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the light. So stepping in. (7-4) is the final score in tonight's game. Miami took the lead in the